The Cubs lose today's ball game 2-1 as the bats were pretty dead. On today's episode, we'll talk about the Tarik Skubal trade to the Dodgers, the Kevin Gausman trade to the Cubs, some other trades around the league, and preview the upcoming Dodgers series at Wrigley. Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Cubs Line Podcast. I'm Ryan Dunleavy.
And I'm Ron Zielinski.
And today the Cubs lost 2-1 to the Yankees. They dropped the series, lose 2 out of 3 games. Just kind of a bland series. The bats were pretty dead. They did face Max Fried and Garrett Cole, which are two tough opponents, obviously, but you're going to see that down the stretch. Ryan, what are your thoughts on this Yankees series?
When you don't hit, you can't win ball games. That was the story of Friday. That's the story of today. Not even much traffic today, honestly. I know in, what was it, the 6th inning, the Nico thing?
Mm-hmm.
You had some, traffic there, but Saturday, yesterday's game was really the only game that they showed kind of life, so didn't show up. Ended the night with a positive though, with the trade, but just kind of an okay series.
Yeah, so before we start talking trades, go check out our latest interview with Dylan Blomker. It was a really good interview. Thank you, Dylan, for coming on. He was the Cubs' 5th-round pick out of high school. Some good perspective there on the pros and cons of playing playing college, compared to signing pro, and just talking about Cubs development system and everything. So make sure to go check that out. It was a good interview. So first things first, I want to address the first trade.
The big one.
The big one. So yesterday night at 12, I was just kind of hanging out. Get a notification. Jeff Passman's obviously Twitter notifications are on now.
Of course, they gotta be.
Tarik Skubal to the Dodgers. I'm like, okay, well, at least they're probably going to have to give up DePaula. They're probably going to have to give up Zaire Hope. It's going to be a big package. They didn't even give up their number 1 prospect. They go Zaire Hope, River Ryan, and Brady Smith. Brady Smith's a guy who's in high with a 7 ERA. River Ryan is a 27-year-old AAA pitcher, and Zaire Hope is a solid prospect.
And there's been injury troubles too with River Ryan and
Brady Smith.
Brady Smith, thank you. There's been injury troubles there. It's just, as much as I'm mad at it, you're telling me nobody can match that?
That's exactly what I was going to say. As much as I'm mad that Dodgers get it, are they the only team that wants to win? That is not a bad package at all. For the Cubs, that is probably Pedro Ramirez or Josiah Hartshorn, probably Jackson Wiggins or Ben Brown, probably Jackson Wiggins, and then probably Grant Kipp.
Telling me Jed can't match that? Throw in another prospect too, even
a Triantos or a Long.
A Triantos or a Long, and I'm doing that in a second. I know we were talking about this a little earlier in the day, but maybe there's something that a lot of GMs see that us as fans don't. There could be, again, worries about his injuries like I've talked about before. But for half a season of a guy who's pitching like he's been pitching, I do feel like it's kind of worth it to at least try. Seeing this package, I don't even think the Cubs even picked up the phone.
They did. They were out on him early in the day because I think they probably said, this deal's not going to be completed unless you trade Ben Brown. The Cubs are no, we're out. As much as I love Ben Brown, he's a guy who had probably a 7 ERA last year. He had a good start to this year, but he's been pretty bad in years past. That's a long inning reliever at best sometimes. I don't know how you don't trade Ben Brown, who knows how much longer he even has, for Tarik Skubal. And as much as people want to say the lockout is because of the Dodgers, grow a pair of balls, because the Dodgers are the only team that want to win right now. They're spending money. No one's shutting them down. Maybe someone else put a better offer out. I don't know, because I don't think that at all. I think that other teams need to start being more aggressive and stop being losers and just let the Dodgers walk all over them, because it is really insane. And as much as it pisses me off the Dodgers got Skubal, we talked about it on the other episode. As long as the Brewers or Dodgers don't get Skubal, I'm fine. I knew it was going to happen. I really did.
I think we all did, yeah.
And just cherry on top, he's making a start Tuesday at Wrigley. That's the cherry on top with that. But someone else really has to step up, because this lockout is not on the Dodgers. This is on other teams being cheap and not wanting to spend.
And we're not even saying that the Cubs are not someone to blame. I mean, the Cubs
No.
are one of the biggest markets, and they don't spend money. Like, the Cubs are part of the lockout problem. As much as we want to hate on the Dodgers here, like, all they want to do is win, and they're doing that. You know, they won back-to-back World Series. They're more than likely going to win another this year. So, you know, it's not everybody's fault that the Dodgers just want to win and no one else tries.
And if I was an MLB team, like, look at the Rockies, Jim. Like, I don't even know the guy's name, but that guy's a loser. Like, you had good teams in the past, and now you're just fine being awful. Like, try and do something. Like, there's no good in being a GM if you just want to suck. Honestly, if you just want to suck, why be a GM? Like, grow a pair of balls, dude. Like, try and put a competitive team out on the field. Try and make a playoff run. Like, why is that one of the nicest stadiums in the league? And you got Holiday in the system.
Very small market either.
No, big market. Colorado's a big market, and you just want to suck. Like, look at other teams, like the Oakland Athletics. Look how pathetic some of those teams were. Like, I get the salary caps can help the league be more competitive, but under the same breath, it's also the small market teams as much as it is the big market teams. Because obviously the Cubs are a big market team. I'm biased on that, but these small market teams cannot complain about that when all they do is just not spend money and lose, and then you're gonna be like, oh, of course it's not fair.
That's the thing. I mean, they have money. Like, it's not like they have like $10 to spend. Like, the mindset with small market teams is like, well, the Dodgers are going to get him. The Cubs are going to get him. So let's not even try.
The Mets.
The Yankees, the Mets. You know, just name off all these big market teams. They don't even, like, try to offer anybody, which that's not how you build a team. You can't build a team solely off draft picks. Like, you can try. You know, you can have 4 or 5 draft picks, homegrown guys, but you need to sign these big free agents to be able to win. And these small market teams just, they're not trying.
Like, look at the Cubs rotation, or lineup, excuse me. You signed Kelly. Amaya's homegrown, 1-1. You traded for Bush. Nico's homegrown. That's 2-2. Signed Dansby. Signed Bregman. Ian Happ homegrown. You traded for PCA. You signed Seiya. Like, they're signing and trading for guys, and they're one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
Like, as much as the Cubs go on bad stretches, they're good because they sign guys and they want to win. As much as people want to crap on Jed Hoyer, he's making moves. I would 100% rather be a Cubs fan, just not even between like the fan base, the city, everything. Just be a GM that goes out and does stuff. And sometimes it's not great moves, but he's making moves rather than a guy like the Rockies who's just sitting there and fine losing 100 games a year.
Yeah, I mean, adding in that the Cubs are just an overall better, you know, organization than the Rockies.
I mean, just like I was saying from the GM standpoint.
From the GM, yeah. I'd rather, I mean, because as much as we crap on the Cubs, like, they make moves, you know, Bregman, the Gausman trade, as much as, like
Dansby.
Dansby. Like, last trade deadline obviously was very disappointing, but, I mean, by the looks of it, like, last year, Soroka and Kittredge were the two the night before the deadline, and then Willie Castro and Taylor Rogers. Day of. I mean, Kevin Gausman, that's better than any move we made last year, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, you know, maybe a Luke Weaver or someone like that tomorrow, but.
Luke Rayleigh, Luke Weaver.
Yeah.
Adrian Morejon.
Yeah, someone like that, but, yeah, would Ray rather have a GM that tries?
100%. So, now that we're done with that talk, that is 100% a fleece for the Dodgers. Tigers could have asked.
And you know he's coming back for 10 years and $800 million.
Yeah, but
Skubal's a Dodger for life.
If I'm Jed, I'm throwing the bag at him. I'm giving him a blank check. Fill it out. Come play for us. But that's what it is. That's more of an off-season problem, and probably not going to be a 2027 season because teams want to be cheap and don't want to win. That's exactly what it is. Like, I saw other Cubs. And one last thing. I saw Cubs fans saying the season's over and everything just because the Dodgers got Skubal. Grow up. Like, that's embarrassing. The Cubs are a team that's beaten the Dodgers in the past. Like, 2016, the Dodgers were a good team. Cubs were a good team, too.
I mean, obviously not nearly as good as now, but they were a really good team. I mean, they were constantly, you know, in the run for it.
Anything can happen in the playoffs. For example, look at the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah. 83 wins, right?
83 wins. Went to the World Series. The Cubs were battling with them for a spot.
The Rangers were, I think, like 9
8-9,
wins.
yeah.
And like
anything can happen. Like, who cares? The Dodgers have good rotation. Ohtani's not going to pitch in the playoffs. I guarantee you that. Glasnow and Snell are both hurt right now, I think.
yeah.
Robleski's never pitched a playoff game or started a big one at least. Eric Lauer is a travel man. Roki Sasaki's pretty much
Shaky.
folded under pressure. Yamamoto's the only one that's really proven it. I mean, look at the grand slam Skubal gave against a bad Guardians team last year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like he's had his good moments and bad moments. Like I feel like this season too, like not his best. I mean, we've seen.
And
as
much as you want to cry about it, the Cubs are the best offense in the league. If you should be worried about anything, it should be about the pitching.
Mm-hmm.
The Cubs' offense can hit a guy like Tarik Skubal, I think. They've done it before. They can do it again.
Yeah.
Look they've played the Tigers last year, who were the best team in baseball at the time. Skubal's on the mound. They almost won. You know who almost hit a home run off him? Matt Shaw.
Yeah.
Matt Shaw, not a power hitter. Almost went a yard.
Yeah, I mean, it's doable. Like, yeah.
So if you're a Cubs fan and you think that this move is just automatic World Series, get some tougher skin and grow up, because this Cubs team is still in it. And I hope they prove a point to you guys, the league, the Dodgers, and especially the fan base this week against the Dodgers, that they're legit and they're still making a run.
Yeah, I agree. And again, like people are saying baseball's ruined because of the Dodgers. Like especially Cubs fans have been saying that. Like the Cubs are part of the problem, you know? Like they just don't sign the big contracts like the Dodgers, but they can. You know, they're a big market, but yeah, hope they prove a point.
Yeah, and then so like I was kind of thinking about this. The way that Pedro Ramirez has been playing, do you think that is the reason they didn't do the Skubal trade? Because maybe they said, all right, you got to put Ramirez in it, and the Cubs weren't comfortable sending him?
I would be thrilled if that was the case, yeah.
I hope so, because I love Pedro Ramirez, and he's a stud.
He should be untouchable.
I could rant on and on, but if he is traded tomorrow, if Owen Ayers is traded tomorrow, we're going to have a talk. Because I as much as we interviewed him and we have a bias, Owen Ayers is going to be the Cubs starting catcher next year. This is Carson Kelly's last year. Miguel Amaya, love the guy. He's a backup catcher at best.
Mo Baller's a DH.
Mo Baller's not going to catch. The door is open for Owen Ayers to be your starting catcher next year. Switch hitter, hitting 320 in AAA. He throws guys out. He hits bombs. I think he's baseball's next big catcher.
I agree, yeah.
He's about 25 years old. He's MLB ready. And do not trade Owen Ayers. I don't care if it's for Jose Soriano or Redemptors. Owen Ayers is more valuable. And I think he'll be a part of this playoff run, honestly. I think he could be a September call-up if he doesn't get traded.
I agree. I think his debut could be coming in the next couple weeks.
Honestly. And it's so cool that we got the opportunity to talk to him. So as much as it's a bias and as a fan, I don't want the Cubs to trade Owen Ayers. Him, Ramirez, and Josiah Hartshorn should all be untouchable. After that, everything else is fair game.
I agree, yeah. I mean, even Mo Baller, I think, in a package would be fine.
And you got your starting pitcher. If anything, go get another rental, but don't go to the Angels for Soriano or Dempters. As much as they are controllable, Angels fans want to trade them. That is saying something. Soriano would be cool because he's a righty with velocity related to Alfonso Soriano, Cubs legend. That would be cool. I don't like Redemptors. He's 8-3 with a 4 ERA. They don't need another lefty that doesn't throw hard. They already have that in Shota. They already have that in Thielbar, Rollison. None of the lefties throw hard. You don't need a lefty that doesn't throw hard. So,
yeah, if you're going to go get a lefty, you need high velo.
Yes. So, if anything, Soriano, but you know what the Angels are going to want, Rye? Catching prospect. Because they just traded O'Hoppe.
They just traded O'Hoppe, yep.
So, they're going to want a catching prospect.
So, they're going to want either Ayers, they're going to want Mo Baller,
I would feel more comfortable doing Baller.
I agree, yeah, I agree. I mean, you could throw in the fact, though, that, Ayers has never played in the bigs,
Baller has had some success.
Baller has had some success, but, I don't know, it's a tough situation.
We haven't talked about Mo Baller enough, though, I feel. Because this is a guy that was hitting 300 at one point. 320.
The fall off.
He was hitting 320 at one point.
I think that was, mid-May, too.
Yeah, we're dude, this guy, he's legit.
We were saying
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year, yeah.
And then goes on a really bad slump, gets sent down to AAA, and he's hitting 260 right now in AAA with 2 home runs. That's just kind of surprising to me.
It is, yeah. We thought this guy was going to come in and just rake and just hit bombs.
Mm.
He's not even doing that in Iowa, so something must be going on.
Yeah, they got to figure that out. It's a different problem than Kevin Alcantara. Personally, I think he's a 4A player because he's on a 41 game on base streak in Iowa, and whenever he comes up with the Cubs, I don't know if it's because he's not getting the consistent reps or what, but he hasn't had it at the MLB level. So, I mean, I think he's a 4A player, but he needs to go somewhere where he can play.
I agree, yeah. Well, I mean, there were reports coming that they were trying to put a package together with, like, him for...
Clay Holmes?
I think Clay Holmes, yeah, which I would be fine with. I'm honestly okay with him getting traded just because he needs to go somewhere where he's...
Even if you're getting prospects for it, like...
Yeah, 100%. But he needs to go somewhere where he's actually going to play, and I just don't think that he's going to play here.
No.
But there's value with him.
I think Ramirez is going to start in left next year.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're going to transition Pedro into an outfielder. He'll be an everyday outfielder. Pete will be in center, and I think they bring back Seiya to play right. And if worst comes to worst, Johnny Long can play the outfield. Randy Arozarena is a free agent.
That is true, yeah.
I think Arozarena is a guy that they'll target, but I think they'll sign a right fielder, and Ramirez is going to be your left fielder, because I do not think they're bringing back Ian Happ.
I agree, yeah.
So, we'll talk about the Kevin Gausman deal, and this is what I'm really excited about, because I was raving about, we both were, we need a guy with experience, a guy that's pitched.
Yeah.
And we just got a guy that shoved in the World Series against the Dodgers. Some great starts versus the Mariners, Yankees too. I love this deal. As much as you had to give up two guys, they're both blocked. We'll talk about that first. Brett Bateman, outfielder, unreal defense, really good hitter. He's in like 270 in AAA. He was their leadoff man for Iowa, but he doesn't have power, and he's a center fielder. He's blocked by Pete.
He doesn't have a place, and that's what we've talked about a lot with these outfielding prospects. They don't have a place.
And how many left-handed outfield prospects do we have between Sorrell, Cade Snell, Kane Kepley, Ethan Conrad? That's 4 outfield left-handed prospects just within the last... Oh, Josiah Hartshorn, too.
Yeah.
That is 5 left-handed outfield prospects drafted in the past 2 years. There's just not a spot for Brett Bateman. Pete, he only really plays center. Pete's center. So I wish him the best of luck. And then second guy is a guy I love. I know Cubs Hall Good talked about him a little bit. Ty Saltzine. He's 5'7", very scrappy player. He's a shortstop, but I think he's personally too small to play shortstop. He'll probably shift to more of a second base.
I think he'll play second, yeah.
Second base, maybe outfield, but he's a gritty player. I like Ty Saltzine. I think this is a win-win. I do not think the Cubs overpaid whatsoever, but I also think Toronto's getting a good return. So I think
it's a win-win, yeah.
I agree. 2 guys that will be at the MLB level soon, but we're blocked with the Cubs.
Yeah, 100%. Like, again, I'm going to bring back the point of, like, there's just no place for a lot of these outfielding prospects.
Even infield, you got Pedro Ramirez, Matt Shaw, 2 guys that are proven, and Jefferson Rojas. That's 3 legit infield prospects that are playing second and short, where you have Dansby for a couple more years and Nico's locked up for 6 years. So it's going to be tough to find the field.
Yeah, I agree. Like, there's a lot of value in the system right now that you can go get some proven guys with them, and like there's no place, ship them off and get a guy who's proven and is going to help the Cubs win now.
And by no means is this trade deadline over. I mean, we have not seen nearly really any trades, so by no means...
Which is very surprising, too.
By no means this trade deadline is over, so I think Jed will be active tomorrow. I hope, at least.
I hope we get 2 to 3 more tomorrow.
Yeah. I would say 2 to 3 pitchers. 100%.
Yeah. I don't even think we need a bat.
I would say a right-handed
If you go and get a right-handed bench bat, that's fine, but, like, focus on the relievers first.
Yes.
You've got your starter. Go get your relievers now.
And a right-handed rental bench bat if needed.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll talk about this Yankees series. Friday, lost 2-0. Home runs from Spencer Jones and I believe it was Ahmed Rosario.
Yeah.
Just bland. Shota did pitch good. Anton Kelly debut was pretty cool. The main East product. He looked pretty solid. If I'm going to be completely honest, he was good.
Yeah.
That was cool to see. But besides that, the bats were dead.
Yeah, they had 3 hits, I think.
Yeah, I think 2 of them were for Rammer, too.
Rammer had 2 hits, and then... Who else?
Nico, maybe?
Nico, I think. But, Yeah, I mean, this was just a very, very bland game.
And Will Warren's a guy who's been struggling, and the Yankees fans want him out of the rotation, and this was kind of his last straw, and he shoved, and the Yankees bullpen did their job, didn't get any traffic, and can't blame this one on Shota. He had a good outing.
Yeah, I mean, for Shota, like, 2 solo shots, that's fine. Like, he went into the 7th, I think. Like, that's fine for Shota, but, I mean, again, like I say, if you can't hit, you're not going to win.
Yeah, and then yesterday's game, they won 5-2. Nico, big home run. So they were down, they went up 1-0. Pete scored on a wild pitch. Yankees then scored, what was it, 1 or 2 runs?
2.
Scored 2 runs. They were down 2-1. Nico Horner, huge home run, barely got out, but that's a big knock for Nico.
Ripped it through the wind, too.
Yeah, and then after that, Rammer comes in, pinch hit, works like a 10-pitch walk. Works.
Really good AB, yeah.
Great AB. Pete comes, rips one down the line.
Triple.
RBI triple. I mean, MVP does it again. Takes the lead 3-2. Seiya comes up, rips one into the gap, 4-2. And I think Bregman had an RBI single after that.
Mm-hmm.
So Cubs win the game 5-2. Trent Thornton was shaky again. I think his days are probably coming to an end. He had a good run, but hasn't been getting the results as of late.
Especially if you go out and you make a couple more moves tomorrow, I think he's going to get really pushed down the totem pole.
Especially if they get some more high leverage guys too.
Mm-hmm.
But bullpen was pretty good outside then. Jacob Webb, lights out per usual. Thielbar came in, looked a lot better. Good day for the bullpen though. David Peterson, what an outing, man. He has been unreal. This is looking like a fleece from Jed Hoyer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we give up next to nothing, I think.
Cole Mathis, solid prospect, but
I mean, if you're gonna bring in a starter to help you win, now,
another first, third baseman who's blocked.
Exactly, yeah. So I mean, David Peterson, aside from the Cardinals outing, he's been unbelievable.
I think he's like a 1.86 in the 5 outings other than the Cardinals outing.
Mm-hmm.
He's been unreal, and I mean, it just kind of shows how the Mets change players. If I'm to be completely honest,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a ground ball pitcher. He's the best infield in the league now.
Yeah.
That'll do it. So, and then today's ball game, just frustrating if I'm going to be completely honest. Caballero hit the 2-run shot, made it 2-0, and then Seiya ripped a RBI double to center field. Bushy came up, hit the single, 2-1, runner on first, no outs. Bregman comes up, rolls into a double play. I mean, it's the usual. He's got to find some consistency because he had such a good Cardinal series and was inexistent this series.
Yeah. I mean, you don't ask for, 3 hits a game, but, like, we just need some consistency. You can't be unbelievable in one series and then just not even show up to the next.
Yeah. So that was that, and then it was bases loaded, 3-0. Pitcher throws a ball. Nico doesn't challenge. I mean, just...
Here's my thing on it. You have to know the situation. I mean, obviously, you knew the situation. The Cubs had 2 challenges left, I think, right? They had all their challenges left.
Yeah.
If it's remotely borderline, you just challenge it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's clearly a strike. You challenge it. You got to know that your offense hasn't done shit the entire game. If this is a ball, the game's tied, and that's pretty much, I mean, that's it, and that's enough to challenge. You have to challenge this pitch. Again, like, if it's even remotely close, you have to challenge it, and I don't know why he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's just pretty frustrating, if I'm going to be completely honest. You got to know the situation there. And then Ramirez worked a walk in the 9th, stole second. Dansby struck out, and then Conforto with a really bad at-bat. He took a slider down the middle, swung through a fastball in the dirt, and then I believe looked at strike 3.
Took strike 3.
So Conforto with a really bad at-bat, but I mean, safe to say Ramirez is getting the starts over him, rightfully so. He's outplaying him right now. So Cubs lose the series, but you got to win this Dodgers series, and you got to take that Toronto game. Then you have a winning homestand against 2 of the best teams in baseball. If you do lose the Dodgers series and you win the Blue Jay series, you're a game below 500 on it. And the Brewers lose today, all good. Clears out.
Yeah.
Also, I want to talk about how big of a crybaby the Miz is. I mean, he got hit pretty hard today, and he blamed it on the mound. I'm like, shut up, dude. The other team had to play in it too through a shutout. Like,
yeah, well, that's
go cry about it. Just because you're
Yeah.
not throwing 103 on the day, don't have to mean you have to make excuses.
Well, that's the thing is like, I mean, it's like in football when like the weather's bad, both teams had to play in it. Like, like it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll talk about some other trade candidates to keep an eye on tomorrow. Bullpen-wise, I like Luke Weaver, Brooks Raley, Adrian Morejon. Bob Nightingale's an idiot, but he also did say Will Warren.
Bob Nightingale.
Yeah, he's an idiot. But he did say that the Yankees offered Will Warren to the Padres for Morejon, and the Padres declined it. But one of the Yankees reporters said that's not true, and the Yankees were the one that declined it. So who knows what's right there, but I'm sure.
I mean, I definitely think that was proposed. I just, you don't know who to believe.
The Padres are also a game back of the wild card, and Morejon's one of their best relievers. Like they would have.
They're gonna want a lot. Yeah,
they are gonna want a lot.
You're gonna probably be asked for a pitcher who's up right now, like a big league pitcher, and some really good, like big league ready prospects.
Yeah,
Because
I
of
would
where
feel
they're
more
at.
safe with Luke Raley and who is it? Luke Weaver, because it's probably not going to be as high of a price because the Mets, I mean, the Peralta deal wasn't even that big, if I'm going to be honest. So, if I'm going to be honest, I think that it would make more sense to go out for Raley and Weaver opposed to Adrian Morejon. But if you can get a reasonable package for Morejon, get on that.
I agree.
And then, are you trying to go get any more starting pitchers, you think, or is Gausman kind of fine?
I mean, you have to look at, you have David Peterson. You made that trade earlier in the year. You now have Kevin Gausman. I think you're probably done on starters, so I think you just go all in on bullpen tomorrow.
I agree. I think you're good on starters. If you can get Jose Soriano for someone other than Owen Ayers, maybe trade a couple of the left-handed outfield bats, I'm fine with that because I do like Soriano and he has control.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the more pitching, the better. You can always move some guys to the bullpen, but bullpen is the main priority. Then a right-handed rental bat, lastly starters. All right, so we'll do a little Dodgers preview. 7:05 start tomorrow. On the bump for the Dodgers is Justin Robleski, one of the best lefties in the NL All-Star. He's 11-2 on the year with a 2.88 ERA. He shut down the Cubs earlier in the year. Then on the mound for the Cubs is Matt Boyd, who's been really hot as of late, throwing the ball well. He's 6-1 with a 3.41 ERA. Two of the best lefties in the NL going at it tomorrow, so that's going to be a pitcher's duel, I assume, at the friendly confines.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought, you would have a pitcher's duel today, but I definitely think you're going to have another one tomorrow. Boyd, I mean, he started kind of rough, but he's been pretty solid as of late. Pretty much, I mean, really ever since returning from the injury, he's been really good. So hopefully you can get a couple early. Boyd shoves, and you can get kind of a scrappy win tomorrow.
Yeah, and then on Tuesday we got David versus Goliath, and David, I mean Javier Assad.
I mean, he's 6-1 with a 3.75. Like, he's kind of having a sneaky solid year.
He is, but I mean, it's Javier Assad, Tarik Skubal's debut, 7-5 with 2.79 ERA. Cubs are projected to win this game somehow, some way. Well, actually, the Dodgers are coming off getting swept by the Red Sox, which is lovely. Obviously, hopefully you can beat them while you're down.
Yeah. Again, though, you're gonna need Assad. I mean, we always talk about how Assad's up and down. You're gonna need a very, very high up if you're gonna want to win on Tuesday.
And you're seeing all lefties from the Dodgers this series, so you're gonna need the right-handed bats to really step it up here. On Wednesday, it is day game 120. Eric Lauer for the Dodgers. He is 6-5 on the year with a 4.5, so more down to earth compared to Robleski and Skubal.
Yeah.
And then for the Cubs, it's Shota. He's just gonna have to keep the ball in the ballpark. He's 7-9 with a 3.67 ERA. And then Thursday's pitching matchup, it is a makeup from June 2nd. For the Cubs, right now it is David Peterson, but it seems like the word on the street is it's going to be Kevin Gausman. Peterson's going to get pushed back to Friday, and Ray's going to get taken out of the rotation, which is going to be my guess. So assuming Kevin Gausman will make his debut against his former team, and then rumored for the Blue Jays, Jameson Taillon, former Cub. Hopefully he pitches like he did for us, and I think we'll be fine.
I mean, how about that? Imagine saying a month ago, this is J-Mo versus Gausman, the other way around. Like, it's just, I mean, you'd think that the Cubs traded, they put Taillon in the package, but, I mean, yeah, like you said, I really hope that he can pitch like he did with the Cubs, because then we'll be all right.
Yeah, it'll be a home run derby at Wrigley if that's the way it is.
Yeah, really.
So now we'll take a look around the MLB. The Phillies beat the Orioles 8-0. The Braves beat the Nationals 4-2. Cardinals beat the Blue Jays 5-1. By the way, Gausman did pitch good against the Cardinals yesterday. So if he does take the 5 days of rest, anticipated it will be that Thursday.
I did see something too that was funny. I forgot who it was, but they were talking about the Gausman trade, and they're like, Gausman came in and pitched against the Cubs. He gave up 7 runs in 2 innings.
That was his worst start of the year.
And the Cubs said, that's our guy. Yeah. I mean, hopefully just the change of scenery. I mean, look at David Peterson. David Peterson was having an abysmal year. And look what he's done with the Cubs. Gausman hasn't been as bad. Definitely having one of,
Gausman was better than Peterson.
His down years, yeah. But, I mean, maybe a little change of scenery and he's going to turn into a dog.
And then the Marlins beat the Mets 2-0. The White Sox beat the Rays 9-1. The Reds beat the Pirates 10-2. The Astros beat the Rangers 7-3. The Rockies beat the Royals 8-1. The Angels beat the Brewers 3-0. The Tigers beat the Athletics 7-0. The Mariners beat the Twins 7-6. Padres beat the Giants 5-4, and the Red Sox sweep the Dodgers on Sunday Night Baseball 8-4. You love to see that.
Yeah.
I can't stand the Dodgers.
No, I know. I hope that somehow, some way, some team can knock them out, because maybe the Cubs, would love to see that, but I can't stand the Dodgers.
Luckily enough, the Cubs get to play them after being swept.
Yeah, that is true.
Don't have to face Yamamoto.
I mean, all lefties. How about that?
Yeah, right. I mean, Pedro's going to probably have to hit from the right. Probably not a lot of Conforto this series.
Yeah, you're probably not going to see Conforto. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean, now you really need a right-handed bat.
Yeah, really. I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, you'll have Rammer probably DHing, and that'll have to... Maybe Triantos DHs for a game.
Yeah, I could see that.
I doubt Justin Dean will. Maybe Kelly Amaya do a little double catch one day. Could do that. So you do have some options there, though.
Yeah.
All right, so now we'll play some MLB Pickle. All right, we'll start off with the man himself, Kevin Gausman.
I was going to say.
Let's see. Got an update and everything. Ooh, lefty-righty. I didn't know that. He was a lefty-righty.
I'll look.
Alrighty, so in the NL, throws right-handed, so probably a righty-righty. Ooh. Let's go Will Smith. Dalton Rushing hurt, of course, before the Cubs series, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, Dodger.
I thought you got it.
Dodgers
ready.
Older. I'm going to go Edwin. Should we go Edwin Diaz? Maybe
He's
see
definitely
if
30. He's 33. So.
All right, let's see. Not a reliever, not a catcher. All right, first baseman's Freddie Freeman. Miguel Rojas, maybe?
Yeah, because he's definitely 33. Actually, no.
So not second base. All right. Third base is Muncy, but he's a lefty-righty.
And he's also...
Mookie? What's Mookie? Mookie's USA, though. Maybe get the position.
Got the
33. So he is 33. It's got to be an outfielder. Center field is Andy Pajes. Left field... shoot. This is tough. Alex Call? No. All right, let's see if we got the position. Left field.
I'm trying to think non-USA left field.
Not Tucker.
Not Tucker, obviously. We probably look dumb. This is going to be...
Left field. Here, let's... 33 left field Dodgers. Should we give up on this one? I'm just going to guess too random. sure we're going to be kicking ourselves here. We'll give you guys the answer, but if you guys know it better than us, let us know.
Yeah, what the heck?
Definitely not Paez, but...
Try.
He's not 33.
No.
All right, MLB Pickle Player of the Day was Teoscar Hernandez.
Oh, we might have to cancel.
Maybe.
We're getting canceled. That's terrible. Hand up accountability over here. That is terrible.
Late night show. All right, Cubs and San Diego. Think of a poll.
Jake Marisnick.
Jake Marisnick. All right, Cubs and Sox. Gage Workman. That's a poll right
Can't wait
there.
to beat the Northside team.
All right, 10 home run season on the Cubs. Carson Kelly.
Rafael Ortega.
Carson Kelly's going to be lower, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Athletics and Padres, Mason Miller.
Here we go. A's, White Sox.
We got this. Oh, no. All right, 10 home run season on the A's.
Josh Donaldson.
The Rainmaker. All right, Padres Hall of Fame. Tony Gwynn. Yep. White Sox Hall of Fame. Jim Thome.
Yeah.
10 home run season in the Hall of Fame.
You can really pick and choose.
We'll go Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get this White Sox one. Josh Harrison, maybe? Please. Come on. That makes up for it right there, right?
Come on, there we go.
And we are immaculate, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in today's episode. Come back tomorrow for a post-game show after the Dodger series.
Trade
Who knows?
Special.
Maybe we'll do a little double upload before the Dodgers. A little trade update.
Trade, yeah.
We'll see what the Cubs do and dictate on that. But we'll let you guys know. Signing off, Ryan Dunleavy.
Ryan Zielinski.
See you guys in the next episode.